Hi everyone, welcome back to Sun's Arts. If you're new, welcome to the family. DIY number 1. For this DIY, I'm going to create Santa's mailbox and his North Pole station as well. And that's the plan, and I'm planning to do a mailbox here. So I'm creating using a flower pot, the base of the mailbox, and I have this styrofoam from one of the packaging stuff, and I stuck that using a hot glue. And these are some of the chopsticks that I have from Chinese takeout dinners. So I'm going to use that as pole to attach the mailbox and the base of the mailbox. So I just stuck 3 of those together. I'm having the flat surface all in one side and the pointy surface on the other side together, and I'm using one of this snowflake mesh ribbon, and I'm circulating it just like so. And I'm also going to use another mesh ribbon which has like a snowflakes on top of it. I'm just loving that. I've been using it in most of the projects. It reminds me of winter. So I'm just taking a piece of that and I'm going to rotate this on top of the dolls or chopsticks. From the pointy side, I'm trying to insert into the styrofoam. I'm making a hole using the scissor, and I'm going to pour some hot glue into it. It's an ample amount, so it just stands. And after it's stably standing, this is how it looks. And I'm going to attach the mailbox. The reason I chose the blue flower pot is my mailbox is in blue color, so I wanted to make everything in blue. So I just chose this flower pot, and what I'm trying to do here is trim some of the ribbon on top. Using hot glue and permanent glue, I'm going to stick this mailbox on top of the pole, just like so. So this is how it looks after it is stuck. Isn't that pretty? And I also took some of this plastic bags and I stuff it around the styrofoam to keep it sturdy. And I have this felt which looks like snow to me, and I'm just covering that on top of those plastic bags, so it looks like it's stuck in snow. The lid of the mailbox is kind of falling down, so I have to make it stand in an angle so that it kind of opens it beautifully. So I took a dab of a hot glue and I'm trying to stick it just like that, so it looks beautiful. Yes, it's staying there like that. So I'm going to take some of this wintry Christmas greenery and all of this from Dollar Tree, and I'm just trying to stick all this into the mailbox using hot glue, just like so. So this is how it looks after all the greeneries are stuffed. I'm going to show it in a better way. The angle of the camera is not good here. I have to create a bow, of course. I have this burlap ribbon which has like a nice snowflake everywhere, and it's the same blue that I'm actually going with. So I just took one of the ribbon and I created like a circle, and I just pinched in the center, and also another piece for the tail of bow. And I'm taking this blue cotton twine and I'm trying to tie it together. I'm going to try a different way of doing this bow, and I'm tying it together, and this forms a bow like that. Isn't that pretty? I'm liking it. I'm going to try this from now on. And I'm also going to ducktail both the ends of the tail of the bow, and I'm going to stick on top of the mailbox. I always wanted to create Santa's mail theme DIY, so I thought like this would help me create here. And I wanted to give him like a blue theme here because the mailbox that I got from Dollar Tree was in blue. And like you saw the process, I just stuck the mailbox on top of a flower pot of the same color. I wanted to create like a North Pole effect here, so I created snow on the base and some of this winter wonderland themed flowers and snowflakes and the ribbon, and I also stuck one of the Christmas tree in a frosted jar. And the mailbox I just decorated with one of the burlap with the snowflake stuck on it on his tag of the mailbox. And you see Santa is just carrying Christmas tree where Frosty is decorating the stars and one of the penguin is carrying the gift boxes. Such a beautiful scenery. And here too Santa is with his reindeer and one of the frosted friends. So I just stuffed a lot of frosted winter greeneries and some white poinsettias here and there. You can see. So this is Santa's mailbox at North Pole. So I hope you like it. So let me know your thoughts on this. I am absolutely loving this though. On to DIY number 2. For this one, I'm going to create the mails that are going to the Santa. So this is one of the tin can that I'm going to use, some red felt, some shiny sticking paper from Dollar Tree, and this is one of the badge. I'm going to use the back part of the badge for Santa's belt. So yeah, let's get started with this. And I am going to take a piece of this red felt fabric and I'm going to measure how much I want for this my tin can. And also I'm going to take a dab of a hot glue in a straight line, and then it's very easy to stick this felt onto anything. And I'm just circulating around the tin can and sticking all around it. And I'm also going to stick the back so it looks neat when we turn upside down. And same with the top, I'm going to stick the edges into the container just like so. And I'm also taking some of this pieces and covering the top part so it looks neat. So this is how it looks after it is stuck. So I'm going to take this badge holder and I'm just taking the black felt part of it and sticking all around the container as Santa's belt. And I'm taking this golden shiny sheet and I'm trying to cut which would be like in a belt decor for him, like he always wears that golden square color thing in front of his belt. And this is how it looks after it is all the belt is decorated. And I have this furry fabric from car cleaning section from Dollar Tree, and I just stuffed it to just give like a furry look to it. And I just cut some pieces of cardboard piece and into tiny mails that Santa will receive. And I wrote like to Santa, to Claus, and something like that. And I'm taking some of this tags which are like kind of very stiff, so I just made a cone and I'm trying to make like a Santa's hat with some pom-pom on the end, and I'm going to stick on one side of the container. And I'm going to stuff some of the plastic bags to give some height, depth to it, and I'm going to stick mails just like that. So what do you think about this? I'm just loving this. And this is how Santa's mailbox looks like. And I just decorated with some of the Christmas trees and snowflake and some Santa sleigh with gifts on it. So Santa's mailbox is filled with so many mails. So now it's its turn to send our gifts. I'm just loving this whole project, so you have to let me know what you think about this in the comment section. On to DIY number 3. For this one, I want to create one of the scenery of North Pole. So I just got like one of this a bucket which has like a Santa's outfit with this belt, and I think you can make that as a gift basket, but instead I'm going to create a scenery of a North Pole here. And I just got one of this wooden dowel from the gnome, which is red color, so I think it goes well with the theme. So I'm going to create a bow from this Santa themed ribbon, and all I'm doing is like I just got a small circle and I twisted and got the right side of the ribbon just like that, and I got like 4 petals of the ribbon. I'm twisting again to get the right side, and now I'm twisting again to get the tail. And now I'm going to cut at this part. I'm using pruning scissors to cut the wires and regular scissor to cut the fabric. So I'm also going to get another piece of the tail, so I'm going to do the same thing. And I'm also going to use the chenille pipe liner, which I'm going to connect all these pieces together to form a bow. So I'm inserting through that circle, and then I'm just twisting it, and this is how the bow looks after it is all fluffed up. And I'm going to attach it to this red dowel, and I'm also going to layer some more ribbons and attach it. And I also have this Santa's wooden cutout from my previous project where he is sleighing with one of the polar bear, and I'm going to stick it on the edge of the dowel just like that. And for this bucket I just stuffed a lot of plastic bags and some of the felt that I got from packaging, and it looks like a false snow, and I'm trying to attach all over the bucket just like that. And now I'm going to stick this dowel on one end of it, and I'm going to decorate with tiny Christmas trees and all the beautiful farmhouse that Santa is living in and things like that. I am so much in love with this. I'm so excited to share with y'all today. I just wanted to create a small North Pole scenery over here, the Santa themed bucket, and I just stuffed a lot of plastic bags and I covered with some of the felt like a snow effect to it. And this is one of the farmhouse tin one from Walmart, and I just wanted to give like a Santa's farmhouse, and it's already pre-decorated with all the greeneries and berries and pine cone and some bow. So all it needs is just a right placement. And I created two of these bows, ho ho ho, of Santa's, and another bow I just layered it so it looks like thicker. And this is one of the rod from another gnome, and these are tiny Christmas trees, and this is already pre-decorated Christmas tree as an ornament, and some pine cone and some greeneries as Christmas trees and a bow. And I just wanted to give a look of a North Pole where Santa is just trying to fly from his home to give us all gifts. So that's the scene I'm trying to create over here. I hope it worked. I'm loving it, so you have to let me know your thoughts on this. Santa's North Pole and also Santa's Males themed project, and I'm in very much love with each and every one of them. You have to let me know which one is your favorite, and you want to give any suggestions towards my channel. I would appreciate that. Like I always say, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel yet, I hope you would consider subscribing, liking and sharing. And thank you so much for watching today, and I'll see you again.